Hey guys, welcome to Greenville, South Carolina. I'm Zach Scriven with Abelara, and we're here at MX.0 Southeast in Greenville, South Carolina, so welcome. It's exciting to be here. I have a production studio set up, and I'm gonna be interviewing some of the speakers right after they come off the stage, so let's check it out.
And then for the last couple of years, what the company has been investing into is building agentic AI capabilities. And this part is important to point out, Zach, because we have the sort of the hands and legs into the data of the company, helping move it around, on-ramp data, off-ramp that into IT systems. But then what's it worth now more and more, especially thanks to agentic technologies sort of coming to life, is how do you, in a real-time fashion, capture those events and surface so agentic technologies, AI, can take the right kind of action. So that's...
All right, hey guys, I'm here with Gaurav, and he's with Solace. So Gaurav, thanks for joining me, man.
Absolutely, Zach, absolutely. Happy to join you.
We're here at MX.0 Southeast in Greenville, South Carolina. I do want to talk to you about your initial impressions of the show so far on day one, but I want to first start out with what the heck is Solace, you know?
Yeah, so Solace is an event-driven agentic AI orchestration platform. Quite a mouthful, I know, but let me break it down for you. So Solace has been helping move data around between systems at different velocity, different intensity. Our legacy comes from a lot of capital markets use cases. And what we have done over the last few years is build a more event-driven foundation to how data moves around. So based on that, we power event mesh use cases across multiple industries, capital markets being one of the more popular ones. But then we are also in manufacturing, logistics, supply chain use cases, et cetera.
When you say capital markets,
foreign exchanges,
okay.
Stock exchanges.
Got it.
FX is interesting. Let me just point that out particularly to your audiences because that's a 24/7 market. It never sleeps, right? Stock exchanges have a shutdown time or an early hour or post hours of trading, as you know. But then after that also, when the time is to settle the trades, there are one of the world's largest trading houses actually uses Solace technology to settle the trades once the heat settles from the trading floor perspective. And then for the last couple of years, what the company has been investing into is building agentic AI capabilities. And this part is important to point out, Zach, because we have the hands and legs into the data of the company, helping move it around, on-ramp data, off-ramp that into IT systems. But then what's it worth now more and more, especially thanks to agentic technologies sort of coming to life, is how do you, in a real-time fashion, capture those events and surface so agentic technologies, AI, can take the right kind of action. So that's why I called myself an event-driven agentic AI platform.
Okay, event-driven, and that's kind of tying in the unified namespace. The way I was first described it, it's Solace. It's built on a broker technology, but it's not limited to MQTT. Am I understanding that correctly?
That is absolutely true. In fact, one of my colleagues, Dan Prudo, who's coming from a very deep enterprise background, he has been at some major enterprise companies. He wrote a blog post a couple of days back where he's particularly laying out the Composable UNS. And the big idea he pulls out is that people have different understanding of how a UNS comes to life, including tying it very strictly to one specific protocol. And Dan points out, again, based on his experience and the way we are seeing it being deployed in customer environments also, it's not a protocol. And also the ability for the state of the event, if you will, and the ability to propagate that into the environment cannot and should not depend on one specific protocol. That's where Solace, given the fact that we are a multi-protocol event streaming, event-driven platform, we can input MQTT, we can output MQTT, we can also do the same thing with AMQP, JMS, et cetera. And why that's important is because then we can go from OT systems all the way through into IT systems, which is where we have already well-proven integrations with ERP vendors like SAP, and then quite a lot going on there. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Now I know, and Dylan was, speaking very highly of Solace. And full disclosure, Abelara, we are a Solace partner. But Dylan, he's very particular about, in some cases, Solace is making way more sense. Obviously, scale has a lot to do with that. What are some of the requirements that make Solace a really good fit for someone in manufacturing?
Well, in manufacturing particularly, I'm finding some interesting conversations happening where people are pulling events through MQTT, let's say, but then streaming it and sharing it across the enterprise using Kafka. And Solace, to begin with, has, as I mentioned to you, right, MQTT 3 and MQTT 5 support, which again, you can get into the nuts and bolts of what that looks like, et cetera. But for us, it's more of a connector that brings information into a platform that can help move you to a point where IT systems are ready to consume what's coming through. And as I mentioned this to you, I did not mention Kafka because this pub-sub way of publishing data, the way the partitions are managed, the way you sort of create parallel streams of data, all that is taken care of by the pub-sub plus platform inclusively. So as you can imagine here, right, if a factory environment, and as you perhaps know from your own experience, Zach, not enough IT intelligence and knowledge is available in those environments. And that's why a plug-and-play system which can just help you connect. And we have, for example, an OPC UA micro integration available to bring in some of those streams of data natively. And then we work alongside many different platforms, including Highbyte's industrial data ops with many customers who are on record to talk about that. We help shape that data and then make it available to the enterprise in one single go. Now, if that's not UNS, I don't know what is, right? So my point is that in this one single sort of sentence, I'm able to describe to you the data availability for other systems to consume in a very friendly fashion.
Excellent. Yeah, and unified namespace is really maturing. Nick earlier said he was talking with someone who, they're working on implementing a unified namespace, yet they'd never heard of Walker Reynolds or 4.0 Solutions, actually, who's largely credited for popularizing the term, but just shows how far it's really grown. Richard Shaw had a conversation about a table talk about unified namespace. AI is a big component of building on top of a unified namespace. Why don't you talk a little bit about how you're orchestrating those agents within Solace?
Absolutely. And it's just on UNS, one more thing I'll say is, right, on one end you had Richard, for example, hosting a roundtable here at the conference. Well attended, and I unfortunately couldn't attend in person, but I heard some interesting perspectives after the fact. But there was a panel later on, and at least a couple of people on the panel who were end users had not yet heard about unified namespace. I mean, I'm sure they have their own way of describing the problem that unified namespace solves, and of course, they were not waiting for a term to be born to be able to articulate and solve those problems. But it was interesting again for them to see, oh, I have SAP, I have my MES system, and then we have other data silos all around, and people who are hard to coach, to bring all these pieces together. So people have a very different way of also solving this on an organization level. And that's where I think the agentic way of solving problems, Zach, starts to show up. And what I mean by that is, as I mentioned to you before, Solace has been in the event streaming, event management space for a long time. So what customers use us for is to discover events. And you can think of thousands of different events being born and perhaps ephemerally going away in an environment. So to catalog them, to connect them, there's many different ways we do that via an event portal, etc. But where it gets interesting now, specifically in the agentic world, is you can assign responsibilities and set guardrails around. Your responsibility is to flag events for, say, maintain X. Your responsibility is to pull up events and curate them in a fashion which can be then used for compliance reporting, as an example. The Solace Agent Mesh orchestration system, which is also available as an open source, so people are welcome to go to GitHub and use it. So that's that. We also have an enterprise version with some different kind of guardrails around there. But the different pieces can then talk amongst each other, quote unquote, battle it out, Royal Rumble style, and find the right answer. And one of the interesting, this was actually interestingly before I joined Solace, I did a little thought experiment, and I also created a little demo there. Imagine Monday morning, a VP of Finance is getting a Slack message to say, dear Mr. VP of Finance, there's a likelihood that line 2 on plant Delta is going to be reducing its or losing its throughput by 10%. I have it figured out that for $1,000, I can get that fixed today. If we don't, the likely spend we will have or lack of productivity is going to be $10,000. So as I describe this to you, this is human in the loop. The VP of Finance is not a technical user. This person gets to decide now, yes, I want to go ahead. But to get to this level of, I guess, clarity in how much you're going to spend, how much you're going to lose if you don't spend, and this is without giving a call to the OT operator or anybody for that matter, the agentic system has gone in, done the dipping, validated, made sure there's a previous work order via which it can estimate the code, and is offering an answer to you, right? So all this is possible, like today as we speak. Of course, it needs guardrails. You have many ways to do evaluations. How do you keep the agents performing effectively? And this is precisely what our company is spending a lot of time on. It's not just, I don't know, I come from marketing, so I shouldn't say this, but this is not marketing speak, if you will. The big idea is just structurally speaking also, we have dedicated people working on AI strategy, AI engineering, a lot of investment in building a community around it, and that's one of the reasons why Solace Agent Mesh is available as as a community project, and people are welcome to use it and test it out.
Awesome. So, yeah, man, I'm sure we could talk about this all day. Let's talk a little bit about MX.0. Are you guys here as a sponsor, or are you just here attending as an attendee?
I'm here to learn. Okay. Yeah, I've been here before, and it's always a fantastic event. It's interesting to see how important this particular belt is for U.S. manufacturing. There's some really big name companies here, and as we attend a conference of this nature, you see also local community partners showing up to say, here's why you should invest. So it's interesting to see, again, US manufacturing, not just finding sort of a new resurgence, if you will, but then also community partners coming in to say, here's why you should invest in this market. I was pretty happy to see also South Carolina, I think, manufacturing education program, that's what they're called. They've released a new guide on manufacturing and AI. So they're encouraging the whole, I don't know the exact numbers, but I'm guessing there's thousands of jobs and projects which come from this belt. Yeah. We visited a factory as part of this experience also for the event. It's interesting to see how these large pockets of manufacturing are finding their own excellence. And my feeling is that thanks to this event and the focus that communities have around this, you'll see a sort of a impact outwards into other factories in the same companies or elsewhere. So yeah, pretty excited. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, any final closing remarks?
I would love to get more and more deep into manufacturing, and Solace particularly, right? As I mentioned to you, we are in many sectors. Here, this is a good opportunity for us to learn and make sure we are optimizing for the right problems. Industry solutions is a domain that we are optimizing so we can speak directly to the needs of manufacturers, supply chain logistics. And manufacturing, as you know, it can take many shapes, right? So beginning with what's coming in on the truck, what's happening, it's in the factory floor, what happens when it goes out. So Solace, just by nature, and given that we are the brains behind running the Singapore port, we are the people behind some of the largest FMCG companies in the world also. We have all these pieces sorted. We are trying to weave this all together into a story which can be effectively, and depending on where you are in the journey as a manufacturer, deploy and find your journey from that point onwards. I'm hoping with the help of Abelara, we have good partnerships also to make sure we can find customers where they are and then help them move in the right direction of automation, agency, whichever way they want to build their business. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. And if like I said, Abelara is a Solace partner. So if you want to reach out to us, you can have a conversation. We can help architect solutions, help understand if Solace is a good fit for you or not. And we do that from like an architecture and problem first mindset, not necessarily so we really do remain agnostic. That's how we're a little bit different versus traditional integrators or consultants who really more operate as an extension of we remain agnostic. We help focus on serving the end user first and foremost. But that said, we do have relationships with our partners to help grow the company, right? So that's how Abelara works, but how can people get in contact with you directly? Yeah, absolutely. Reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'm Gaurav Suman. I'm based out of Ottawa, Canada. Solace has presence all over the world. So if you are not watching this from the US, very likely you are, but in case you're not, so we are headquartered in Canada, Ottawa, Canada. We have a big presence in Europe. That's where a lot of our customers are at. Australia, we have big mining customers. So feel free to reach out to me directly on LinkedIn. My email address would be gaurav.suman@solace.com. This email is your preferred way to go. Or just drop us a query via our website. We have a nice new virtual agent on our website, which can help answer a lot of the questions you might have anyway. And then when you're ready, just get in touch with us. We look forward to speaking with you. Thank you, Gaurav. Absolutely. Thanks, Zach. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below if you have any questions.